beautiful people? It is your baby mama, favorite baby mama, Stormy P.
And your bald-headed skittle diddle, CCMs.
Hey, and this is another episode of Chocolate Chip and Sip, the modern day female perspective. Happy St. Patty's Day, guys. Oh, yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm doing the Harlem Shake right now.
Please don't.
You guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you can't see, but I definitely have a kilt on right now. I'm actually really upset because we forgot to wear our green. What did you say, Dan? What are you guys saying?
So I actually have a kilt.
Well, you didn't wear it?
Are you fucking serious? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
What the fuck?
Kevin was yelling at me about it earlier.
I was yelling at him earlier so bad. Like,
how could
dare
you miss out on the opportunity to wear a kilt?
He said the kilt was right next to the suit he's wearing right now.
Yeah, right next to this green jacket.
How did you choose the jacket over the kilt?
Because the jacket's green, the kilt's not green.
No, the kilt symbolizes it all.
Y'all can't see, but Dan and Kev have their green on. Me and CCMs do not.
We got some
and
bullshit on.
Like, yeah, we look trash today.
Also, y'all, disclaimer, I look hit today. I got a bed delivered. I can't put it together, and I'm stressed. I'm hit today.
And at the end, everybody's getting pots of gold. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. What shall we start with?
I think we have some news to share.
I do. Now, I don't know if y'all remember from the prior episodes, I said a young lady had gave me, what is it, pink balls?
Yes.
Pink balls. Well, not anymore. I recently got the cheeks from on Friday.
You ain't getting no cutty last night.
I did get some cutty last night. And you know what, guys? I actually, all the listeners that listen, y'all hear me talk about the fails with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
I recently did it last night, like as recent as last night. And I have to say I enjoyed it.
Now, for those who may not be, fully, well-versed in the sexual arena, tell us what a strap is.
So a strap is when, I guess any sex, honestly, would put, like they're putting on underwear, and it's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
A dildo or a dick, however they say, and you strap it to your body and, you stroke.
Dick.
Yeah, I'd have to say from the past experience that I had, I definitely enjoyed myself with this young lady. Kudos to you.
Now, this isn't your first go-round with a strap-on. Were there any differences?
It was. It was weird because the first encounter I had, of course, we all know, it was definitely some heavy emotional attachment. But that didn't work. That didn't help. It was just not there.
Man, get to the fucking part.
The part of what? When she touched my soul? Y'all, I failed y'all. I'm not going to lie. I keep it being
I just would like to read the text messages that I received from CCMs this morning in reference to her encounter with the strap. And it reads as follows. It says, dog, I think my pelvic floor was low. I was like struggling in the beginning. I'm embarrassed telling you this. I said, shaking my head. I'm just going to blame it on you ovulating. She going to say, thank you. I'm not going to read the next part. Go ahead.
I almost fell out. I'm definitely embarrassed y'all last night. But I don't know what happened, but it was great. I'd do it again.
Basically, she brought dishonor to our tribe.
Dishonor to us all, Mulan.
Yes. Now, were the straps different sizes?
I felt like it was. I realized I like maybe deep penetration.
Okay.
I'm more so of a length person, a little width, but I'm more so into length. I think it was that where the last encounter I had was just like all width. Mm-hmm. And I felt like it was just like stretching.
It was a
stretching
girthy.
My pussy.
Okay.
What is a girthy?
Girthy, yeah.
I don't think I like that.
Okay.
But it was great for me. Like,
that's so funny because I'm the complete opposite. I would rather have girth than length.
But I want a little bit of that.
Okay.
But I need the cervix destroyed.
So you want your cervix tilted?
Yes.
You want your cervix to lean back?
I'm cool with cramps after sex.
Well, you're stupid. And
right? You listen, it ain't stretching my shit out like a rubber band. I don't want that shit wide as fucking house.
It's not about being wide.
It just feels like it's pulling my pussy apart.
Well, maybe you need to lubricate your pussy a little bit more.
It's not the lubrication. I just feel like that. I just prefer straight like.
Well, I'd rather not be stabbed in the uterus.
Like, I feel like your butthole feel a little different.
I'm sorry, when?
From the sex.
From what? You gotta.
Like,
no.
You mean tell me you never did it and your butthole felt like it felt close?
This is something that we've talked about before. Courtney has had encounters where she'll come to me afterwards and be like, "Oh man, my booty hole, I feel it in my butt," and I'm like, I've never had sex and felt it in my butt.
Like you never felt like your booty hole, like from the inside part.
So what you're saying is, like, when you have a baby and you get split and like, you
Bitch,
feel it
no,
there?
I'm talking about like
So you need sutures in your pussy, is what you're saying,
no, it just feel like something was in the inside
of your butt.
No,
They're not connected.
it's not. Listen to me. Inside the vagina, in the back, at the bottom
Of the butt.
of the vagina. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, bitch.
Because I'm trying to keep up.
It's just like at the bottom. Like, all right, say it felt like someone's trying to poke out. Like,
Now, how was the stroke?
yes, I was impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed. She asked me, was I okay in the beginning? Because, like I said, I embarrassed y'all. I embarrassed y'all. I said, I'm okay. Whew. You know, but yeah, I would have to say, and that's another thing. I feel like stroke was different than Chris. I shouldn't have said her name by accident. We can edit it on the audio.
I can't. I'm not doing it. I don't have it. You better ask Dan. Can you write it down? Is there any way you can bleep it real quick?
You know what? Fuck it, Dan. Fuck it. It is what it is. She's the only dick I ever had from a bitch anyway, so she already knows she sucks. I don't know what to say.
Well, if we're going to be honest, yo, she had this dick. And then Courtney came the next day to me and she was like, Vicky, so we doing it. And then, what color was it? It was like purple or something?
Bitch, I can't
She
even
was like,
remember.
she was like, why would she pull out this big ass mismatched colored dick? It didn't even match her skin. And she was like, and then she just kept her fucking boxers on. Like, dog, what you doing?
You know what? Actually, Vicky also reminded me, this sex with this young woman was so perfect for me because that's how I enjoy sex with women. The prior experience, you know, I couldn't eat her pussy. I couldn't touch her titties. She was a touch me not. Yeah, she wouldn't even get nude though.
Mm-hmm.
Where none of that with this young lady. Like, awesome.
My back started sweating when she said that name, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. I said,
wade in the water.
Yeah, that's that.
All right. I'm just gonna switch gears if you don't mind. We can talk about something else. So, I don't know if you guys how far or how long you've been listening, but probably like episode 2 or 3, we talk about how I accidentally did crack. Come to find out, I recently accidentally did syrup. I accidentally did lean.
Well, don't weed lean, y'all, not the lean. We ain't do that.
Sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some scissor. That was me.
Y'all, I just want to go out and say, I don't know which episode it was. I feel like it was all of them when I said, you know, I just can't go out with Victoria. I can't trust her. I can't trust her friends. You know, when she tried the lean as well, I didn't know that I was already drugged. So when I took a spoonful of the weed liquid, I was already retarded. Like I already was there and didn't know because, you know, he gave us all in mason jars the lean.
So what happened was, you know, we go out to eat this past weekend with one of my friends. And so we're
I was a third wheel.
She wasn't a third wheel. We went out as a group of friends. So first of all, he told me to invite you.
I know everyone does that.
So you're not a third wheel then. You're a part of this. And that's what he said. He said, I know y'all package deal. Come on, let's go. That's what he said verbatim, y'all. So anyway, we're out to eat at dinner and we're talking and somehow drugs get brought up. And CCM's like, yeah, well, you know, Vicky, I really want you to try it. And he said, she already tried it.
And I'm like, no.
No. We're talking about, you know.
She didn't get the spoonful.
The spoonful. He said, didn't you have a drink?
And now I'm lost. Now I'm like, well, where was I? Because in my mind, I wasn't there.
Girl, you know I don't like go over
because I would never tell her to do it. So I'm like, I didn't tell her she could do it yet. So
listen, he said, didn't you have a drink? I was like, yeah, but no, we talking about the lean. He's like, yeah, that was in the drink.
I said, wait, I'm sorry.
I'm like, what?
He said, yeah. She's like, well, I asked you what was in it. And then it dawned on me, bitch, he ain't tell us.
He never said it. He said some good stuff.
And we said, oh, okay. Like fools. And no wonder. And we sat there for like 2 minutes like.
Now it don't make sense. The crazy part is, the next morning when we were eating breakfast, I got super high.
I forgot she was still drinking that shit.
I got super high, and I couldn't figure out why because we were smoking. And I'm like, damn, like, I don't know if I fucking inhaled wrong or something.
Yeah.
And then it made sense. The next morning, I was drinking my drink. I drank a majority of it the next morning, and I got super high. I couldn't even really swallow. It was horrible.
How I was with the pizza.
Yeah.
I said, so you're telling me you drug me without my permission?
He's like, I mean, not like that, but like that.
I just put it. Then he proceeded to say what he did, and it's like he's not kidding. Like, you drugged us.
Literally, he was like, no, I mean, like, I just put it in a drink, gave out a drink, you know.
Just added some liquor and stuff to it. Okay, you still drugged us. No problem. Okay, cool.
Now, one would hear this situation and say, oh, yeah, you know, you probably shouldn't hang out with him anymore. And then we spent the next day and a half with him, and yeah.
Actually, that same day we just was like, oh, fuck it.
We just started throwing up, getting it popping again, smoking and drinking again. And once again, CCM's got super, super lit. And while we were sitting in the kitchen,
what'd I do?
I'm talking to her, right? And then I hear something. And I'm like, did you fart?
Oh.
And she's like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Like, bitch, what?
I do remember I dropped something with to pick it up, and thank God the music changed when it did, because that just slipped out. I bent over, and it was a lot, and my ass faced everybody. Yes. I was just like, yeah, it was just slipping out.
You told me.
But bitch, you said, yeah, I've been farting over there on the couch. I'm like, well, bitch, we just ain't here farting in this man's house.
Yo.
That's Vicky. Listen.
I hate it here. And yeah, that's it. That was
But, you know, wait. One thing I forgot, though, on that date. You know the story we told about last week with the Chipotle?
Chipotle, yes.
She redeemed herself.
Basically, I went from one extreme to the next. Cece Yams, explain.
So we're at the restaurant, and my man was getting a drink. And he called the waiter over, and he said, excuse me, do you have any Mandarin oranges? And I said, Mandarin fucking oranges. You've outdone yourself. Vicky. And it's like, how do we go from
Chipotle, first of all. Get my baby pronouncing right. Chipotle, okay?
to Mandarin oranges?
Well, I think that, you know, I like to keep it spicy, keep it eventful, you know? And in true Victoria fashion, I'm going to go from one extreme to the next. So one week I'm going to talk to a guy who can't pronounce Chipotle. And the next week I'm going to talk to a guy who asks for Mandarin oranges with his sidecar. That's what I'm going to do.
And my sidecar.
That's my prerogative. And that's me.
Yeah, so you get embarrassed. And don't call me.
I wasn't embarrassed. I was just taken aback because I don't think I've ever, me myself, asked for Mandarin oranges while I was out. So the fact that he did, and to be fair, his sidecar came with an orange on it. But he wanted a Mandarin orange.
That orange was all right, too. I was plotting on it.
Excuse me.
I wanted the orange bad. I guess we got some heavy shit, though, too, going on. What you got? You want me? I'm gonna change it.
Yeah, you can go.
Oh damn! You know what? Where did we go when we went on that date?
We went to Kraft.
No. When they try to take your pizza away.
Oh, that P Squared Lounge.
P Squared.
Yeah, the place in the back is called P Squared Lounge.
Yeah, Vic and I went on a date. Victor almost came out. I had to save the day.
So it's something wrong with me. I'm not stupid. I'm grown enough to admit it's something wrong with me. So my problem is I give very specific instructions, like OD on the instructions. So when something comes and it's not the way I like, I fucking snap, like I can't take it. I shut down because I go out my way to explain shit. So we at this restaurant, me and Court, and I'm like, well, I want this.
The pizza as the appetizer.
I want the pizza as the appetizer.
And the rest
appetizer. And I want the rest of my food to come out, afterwards. The guy says, okay, get CCM's order. Fine. Y'all, my food came with the pizza. My God.
And these were little fucking tables. Mm-hmm. So we didn't really have room. He had to bring a chair over. And it was like the pizza and both our entrees. And we said,
It's literally like steam coming out my ears. And CCM's is like, oh, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I got it. Hey, so could you put that back in the oven? Long story short, I didn't really want to tip my man, but whatever. He was stressed the fuck out, and it irritates us. We're very like particular when we go out to eat.
So this brings me to the next point that I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know if you all experience this, but me and CCMs do. And when I go to a restaurant and my server gives me bad service, I feel like I'm put in an awkward predicament because I feel like because we're black, people automatically expect us not to tip.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get poor service, I still sometimes be feeling like I have to tip because I'm already gonna get the look. So she wasn't gonna fucking tip anyway. And then sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we don't get good service because they automatically have in their mind they're not gonna tip.
Yeah, that shit is frustrating. We felt it a few times,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we'll see that same waiter or waitress go to the next table and just be like just as bubbly as anything.
Don't you? How dare you blatantly disrespect me to my
that.
face? Like I will literally watch a server give us one tone, one attitude, one what she can and she can't do, and then go to another table behind us and be fucking Hillary Duff. How fucking dare you? How dare you?
I couldn't think of a Hillary Duff song at all just now.
It don't matter. She fucking ass told by Lizzie McGuire and shit. She coming to me and she got a fucking attitude.
I love that Cinderella story movie she was in. That was my shit. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. Or I don't like when I know what the fuck I'm ordering. I know how to order what I want to order, and you fuck me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't.
Bitch, you heard me. I know you didn't expect me to say medium rare.
Mm-hmm.
Or however. I'm not one of them well done ass bitches.
Mm-hmm.
You heard what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're making me feel dumb. Like I don't know what I just said when you didn't expect it. Just walk off.
Yeah.
And then come back and say, I'm sorry, you said you wanted like how?
Yes.
Okay, I can take that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't, I mean, soon as I say it clear, loud, now I feel like I said the shit wrong. Don't do that to me. I don't like it.
Bitches.
So I feel like, let's jump right in. The last few weeks, I'd say, Storm and I have been just having a lot of relationship talk
Mm-hmm.
with people, just expressing their views.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I want to
What?
talk about one more thing from this past weekend.
Yeah.
The Huggy Bombs.
Motherfuck, y'all.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all know what a Huggy Bomb is, right?
Is
But
that what it's
basically,
called?
yeah. Well, that's what they was calling it. So basically, you know, the little quarter waters, the little hugs, the 25-cent joints you had when you was a kid. That sound real Philly. The 25-cent joints.
Listen.
So basically, they like empty half of it out and just pour liquor inside of
Pour
it.
some shit in
Right? Now, y'all know me and CCMs, we don't really pollute our bodies with a lot of bullshit, especially when it comes to drinks. I mean, I know me personally, I only drink water and alcohol unless it's some type of mixture for liquor and
I
like
love lemonade and apple juice to help me shit.
and pineapple juice, and that's it,
Yeah.
right? It's never like something like a hug or like.
First of all, a hug is just no.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know the last time I had a daze.
I'm not even trying to be bougie. Don't get me wrong. As a kid, I definitely was on the quarter waters, but no, not now.
That texture of juice is different now.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately knew our bodies are not going to accept this well.
So now it's like 14 of us at the bar. It's my friend's birthday. We're all putting up our little Huggy Bombs and we're chugging it. Chug, 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 chug.
We look
right?
at each other like, all right, bitch, we have to take one for the team. We're going to do it with them.
Right?
Yeah.
So afterwards, we're like, all right, we're going to go to car and go smoke. When I say everything happens for a reason, everything happens for a fucking reason. We get outside to go smoke and we're like, all right, we're going to walk to the car. Right? It's like maybe 2-3 blocks away. We get like 1 block out and we
I'm
both
like, darling, I kind of feel it.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I start running.
Now we both run into the car, right?
Next thing I know, I'm like, yo, darling, I'm talking about exorcist shit.
I have never experienced anything like that. It was like a communal vomit session, but it was uncontrollable. It was like The Exorcist. It was like somebody had a hose in our mouth and it was just shooting
and we
the
was
fuck
one
out.
after I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
Wow. It looked like a
exactly
fucking
how it was.
Family Guy skit. Like we just, and then we're trying to talk in between,
And laugh.
but we can't control it. So we're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, like it was a.
That's exactly how it was. Y'all don't understand. It was exactly like that.
Horrible.
On the side of the car, but I'm talking about we were running down the street.
Trying to get out of view of people because we knew what was about to happen.
I don't know what episode it was, but it's definitely one of the first 10. When I'm real good at throwing up. I told you that story of throwing up in a fucking beer bottle. Perfection. This one right here,
No.
If we would have stayed in that spot where we were sitting at in the
we would have
bar,
vomited on ourselves.
we would have threw up on
Yeah.
everything there.
Mhm.
We have never
Mm-mm.
done that ever. It was like our body said, because we was going to put our own fingers down each other's throats. We didn't need to do that.
No,
that
we
shit
didn't need to
came
do
right up.
anything.
Rejection.
It was ridiculous. And then afterwards we smoked and then went back in the bar.
Yeah, smoked in the car.
And kept drinking. And that's all I want to tell you guys about the Huggy Bombs. I'm not here for it. I don't want to do it. It's not my shit. It turns me into the Exorcist.
Never.
I don't like it.
again.
I almost fucked up my new sneakers. It was a bad joint.
She definitely did.
And you know what else I realized? Committing murders is hard, y'all. Like, it's really hard.
Yeah.
Because when we were throwing up, I was trying to, even though like it was uncontrollable, I couldn't stop it. But I'm trying not to fuck up my clothes, right?
Yeah.
When we walked out of the car, I see a few spots. I wipe them off. I'm good. When we like finished at the bar and got back to the car, I realized I missed so many spots. Like, I feel like committing a murder would be so hard trying to get away with it, because if that's the way vomit splatters, imagine the way blood splatters.
And we had on platform sneaks, so we would definitely have to wear booties on our feet, because those sneakers, who bought those type of sneakers in the last like 48 hours, some shit like that. Yeah, when you do some shit, you think about some shit like
we would definitely have to come in like the hazmat suits or like the,
for sure.
the scrub joints, the CDC
gloves
joints,
and everything. Yeah.
And you know what? Because we're in a pandemic, we wouldn't really look that like out of character.
This is the time.
This is the time to commit murder.
This is the time.
This is a horrible conversation.
But this isn't. Don't do it.
We're not telling you to commit.
We're not telling you to do it.
No.
We're just saying that this would be the time.
I should have talked to my
All
therapist
right,
today.
let me just
That's
go,
what
and
happened.
I'm just gonna jump right in.
Wendy wasn't available today, y'all. I'm sorry. I got a lot of stuff going on.
And since she wasn't available, she couldn't tell me some things that I need to fix on, because I lived through that. I lived through Vicky and Wendy. Okay, moving in. Moving in.
Moving in. Wendy, help me, please. Call me, Wendy.
God. So, just from like I was saying, we've had a lot of relationship talk with people. Y'all insecure females are making it really bad for us.
Oh my God. So lately we've been having conversations with a plethora of men, right? And it's crazy because we had like 3 or 4 different men, all from different walks of life, tell us the exact same thing. They don't want to be in a relationship because they don't feel like checking in and going through it.
Just nonsense. And it's hard when we look at them like, well, why you do that? Or what does that mean?
I'm talking about, they'll say stuff like, I just don't feel like, if I want to go out to happy hour with my friends after work, now I got to hear a bunch of shit. Or she texting me every half an hour, like, when you going to be home? And I was like, but you don't have to deal with that.
Or like, if I get off at this time, I'm supposed to be home at this time. I said supposed to be?
What you supposed to do?
Why are you supposed to
I'm
be
like,
home?
you supposed to be home because we had plans? No, but that's just around the
no
time
one
I get home.
realize that. Unless we have plans, I don't give a fuck about what you do when you get off work. And it's like, whoa.
And they were trying to justify the thought of, well, you have to check in because it's
respect.
It's respectful.
No, the fuck
it's
it's
respectful.
not.
But I'm like, what y'all don't realize is, if you're my man and we got great communication skills, whether you realize it or not, we're probably not going to go more than 3 or 4 hours without communicating via text, sending each other a stupid meme on Instagram.
I'm gonna send you these
or
titties.
something. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a good relationship with your girl, you don't have to worry about checking in because you're going to be speaking to her so often.
You wouldn't even realize it.
No,
and it'd be so effortless. Hey, babe, I'm going to go do this after work.
Not even that. Yo, I just got to this bar with such and such. These niggas in here wilding. You didn't check up on me. You're telling me what's going on because I'm your friend.
And I'm not requiring you to do that shit. Like, it just flows effortless when it's just free and open communication. It seems like some of you bitches want children.
It seems like some of you bitches want to be Miss Trunchbull.
Ooh.
That's not the vibe.
Is that much too good for children?
Much too good for children. That's not the fucking vibe. And I want you to know that you bitches are really out here ruining these niggas.
You are. These bitches as well, ruining these bitches too, depending on, your lifestyle. It's hard.
It's hard because you then put us in a predicament where we can't explain to them that that's not how a relationship should be without sounding like a pick-me bitch.
That, or sounding like the bitch that said that ain't her and it turned out to be the fuck her. So it's like, how do we, that's something that, I wish I would have asked my man that yesterday. How do we show that we aren't the same without showing that we're not the same, looking like, well, choose me, I'm here. I don't know how would we do that? And it's crazy
because a lot of those times when we have those conversations, we're not trying to say pick me. We're trying to say, help me understand
Yeah.
Why do men think this way? We have a lot of those conversations with people.
But it also boils down to a lot of people just gotta love themselves more
Mhm.
though. Your tolerance level to me sometimes boils to your self-worth.
Mm.
Because when you tolerate a certain amount of things, it then boils down to now, fuck her, fuck him. What's wrong with you?
Why are you not happy?
Why are you happy? Why are you allowing these things in your life?
Mm.
So we have to make when Vicky anytime I'm losing my shit, Vicky always say, are you being kind to yourself?
Gotta be kind to yourself.
Are y'all motherfuckers being kind to yourselves?
No. No.
But you know what? It takes me to being comfortable doesn't always mean being happy.
Okay, explain.
So you hear somebody like, that's my wife. She stuck with me through. I did this and did that. That's like 9 years in.
And
And
this always brings me to one of my favorite internet memes. Just because y'all were together for 7 years doesn't mean he or she is going to marry you.
it don't.
My cousin went to medical school for 7 years, and he's now a DJ.
Okay.
Y'all really got to understand this shit, all right?
You gotta feel that shit.
Listen, sometimes you got to cut that bullshit and do what makes you happy. Don't think just because you've been with somebody for 9 years, you have to stay with them.
Don't think
That's
because your
not
mother,
the
your
vibe.
grandma, I'm like, you gonna marry that girl. Never, bitch. It's never happening. And don't think that because you marry a motherfucker is going to change. Why would I change if me being this way got me the ring?
Mm.
And people don't realize that. And it's like, oh, she changed. And I say, well, what was she doing before? Well, she was still kind of, okay.
Oh, so she's doing the same shit.
She's just doing the same thing. You thought that marrying her, just doing different shit was going to make her better.
As much as we hear the stigma of women stay with men because they think they're going to change, men stay with women because they think they're going to stop nagging, or vice versa. Like, that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is. That's a real thing.
At some point, when do you say, I don't do it?
At some point, when do you say, this shit ass?
It's ass.
I'm out.
But then it's like, too, you look at it, and motherfuckers be surrounded by motherfuckers doing the exact same thing. So how do you know it's a different world out there?
Yeah. That's
Everybody's
real.
like,
That's real.
doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't know.
Mm.
I wouldn't know that. Damn, bitch, it's something different. I could open my mind and think differently. You still doing the same dumb shit too.
Yep.
But
I feel like that's why, circling back around, that's why you have all these different men from different walks of life who believe that that's what a relationship is.
a relationship is not a death sentence. A marriage is not a death sentence. Now, yes, you look at it like, what's the benefits for the man? There are some. You just have to find the right woman.
And you know what? That brings me to my next point that I want to talk about. When you start dating someone and they tell you, I'm not looking for anything serious, believe them.
Yes.
Don't think that I can stay around and change his or her mind and things are going to be different from me. That's what they say they want right now, but that's just because they never met me.
No, bitch.
No.
No, nigga.
No, baby, no. No.
That's
I was talking to my friend, and he was talking about how he was with this young lady for about 6 months.
Mm.
Told her from the beginning, I don't want nothing serious. And then she decided to just tell him that she loved him during sex.
No.
I don't
That's not
understand what
No.
planet she thought this was a good idea on. Tell me. I need to know. I said, well, what did
I
you do?
loved you too and never spoke to you again. I had never spoke to you. I love you too and never spoke to you again.
No. Absolutely not. That's not okay.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't. Why put them through that? If they tell you that, then 9 times out of 10 they really love you. So why?
That's on you. I told you what the fuck it was from the beginning. That's on you thinking you could change me. So my dad always said, "Don't hurt people's feelings." You know, tell them you love them too. That's what my dad told me.
I don't know how long you guys have been listening, but by now you should probably have realized that
My dad ain't shit.
Courtney dad ain't shit. Like, he gives some of the worst advice I've ever heard in my life.
He do, and it works for me.
It's horrible.
But yeah, no, that's embarrassing. What did that person? Did they say anything?
To my understanding, he acted like he didn't hear it the first time. And
Oh,
sure, he
she
got
said it.
bold.
She said it again.
She said,
From the top.
I said. No, she
Oh
didn't say
my
all that, but she
God.
did repeat herself. And he was like, And to my understanding, he stopped intercourse and said he had to go. And then she came back to his place and proceeded to cry in the living room, saying she just didn't understand, and she wanted to be with him, and blah 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 blah. And I want y'all to stop it.
But also, that does go into, you told me something, but what you showing me is different.
That's true. That's true.
Now, excluding us, but it's a lot of women that'll say that, like, okay, that's what they don't want, cool. But if you act in a certain way, sometimes you also, you gotta know the bitch though. You have to know the bitch.
But here's the thing: I feel like guys who do that, they'll act a certain way, but them red flags still there. It's 6 flags out this motherfucker. Bitches be thinking, oh, because he act like this one thing, or he do this, that thing, or oh my God, because he texts me on his way to work in the morning, or because he called me on his way home every day.
But who really pays attention to the red flags?
You know what's funny? It's popular to dismiss the red flags. That's
exactly.
like cool. That's cool.
So no one's paying attention to the red flags. All I'm seeing is, okay, I might have a doubt, like, well, he did this, but then I'm going to cover it by, but he did do this.
And that's stupid.
What bitches do.
And that's stupid.
And that's why you're crying in the car.
And that's why you're crying in the living room.
And I wouldn't even know. I
can't handle that shit.
I don't even know what to say.
I can't handle that shit. I'm like,
unless a motherfucker came to you and said, hey, I like what we're doing. I would like to transition this. That's the only time I feel like you didn't let your guard down in these feelings.
But I feel like people don't do that. They just be like, all right, let's take the condom off.
When that'll have you crying in the car and on the couch as well.
And at Planned Parenthood. And at the OBGYN.
Goddamn. Yeah. But y'all also have to be honest, though. If you see a bitch, you could tell when the bitch is feeling you a little different. That's the sign. So the friend that had the bitch crying, you just as at fault because you saw how she was moving too.
Well, I did bring that up to him. I said, you do be treating these bitches a little weird. And he said, well, those are things that I like to do. But if I feel like if I'm telling them that that's not what I want, then that's on them. And I said, but that's not fair because you want to do these things, but you don't want to have that title. You don't want to have those responsibilities. You don't want to date, which then got us into the conversation of, I don't want to date because I'm not ready for a relationship because relationships suck ass.
And they don't.
They don't. And I said that to him. I said, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
I really
like,
feel
honestly,
bad for you.
It's a little bit sad when people come from these relationships. It's like, you ain't do what? You what?
And then another thing is, a lot of people, especially in our age range, don't know how to date. They think everyone they date, they have to be in a relationship with.
Yeah.
That's not the way it goes. You have to date to find out if this is someone that you're even compatible with to be in a relationship.
Because y'all go out to eat twice a week.
That's nothing.
Shit. Like, it's those, like, and I'm getting into it. Like, Vicky say them intimate moments. Those intimate moments will tell you, yeah, no, I can't fuck with this motherfucker. This ain't it.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I snore loud. So, honestly, if you're dating me, there has to be some period where we have a nap date or we have some nightcaps where we spend a night so you can decide if it's something you want to put up with.
I'm gassy.
Courtney stank. And
Courtney that only depends on what I'm eating.
Courtney stank.
If I farted in the car today, you ain't smell nothing.
If Courtney
it was you.
It was me today.
It was her.
If Courtney don't stink, her farts are loud.
Yeah.
It's no in between. It's
so I need you to be comfortable with the gas. Like, unless you reach the gas level with me, that's a red. You have to reach the gas level. The gas X. It goes down. And my kids is loud too. Like, we just be farting it out.
Please, can you just get in the girl code?
Girl code or edible?
Girl code first, then we'll do edible.
The girl code portion of the show is when we come up with daily mantras that also, gears to our fellas as well. Just to live by. Remember, you fall short, pick yourself up, and remember these words or sayings.
My girl code is going to be girl code 1123, and it is unfollow, unfriend, delete. Stop torturing yourselves, okay? Whether it be girls you no longer cool with, whether it be that nigga you grew up with but you don't talk to him no more because he won't give you his chain back, whether it be your ex, okay? Why you keeping these people in your space? They don't need to be here. They don't need to be here. You don't have to give someone access to you just because y'all not friends no more. Y'all want to make it seem like y'all beefing. Cool, y'all got to be beefing. But they also don't have to be in your life. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, well, Stormy, I'm a little confused because A few weeks ago, you said, don't block nobody. You want them to see you living your life. You don't. What you doing and what they doing don't have nothing to do with each other. I'm telling you, if you are stressing yourselves out every time they pop up on your timeline, now you got to hit somebody else like, look what this bitch doing. If every time they pop up on your timeline, you feel something in your pit of your stomach, that's not good for you. That's not good self-care. So you don't have to block them, but you can remove them from your space. Everyone doesn't deserve access to you.
Yeah, listen.
And that's it.
I agree. Sometimes, listen, I'm a blocking ass bitch. I'm block shit out you quick. I don't want you being able to see me. None of that shit. Unless you're a motherfucker that I really need you to see.
Unless you flexing.
Unless I'm flexing. Which isn't often. But, yeah, I fucks with that. I felt that one heavy.
Okay.
A couple motherfuckers I probably blocked today. Unfollow today.
I said don't block. Just unfollow.
I'm a blocking ass bitch. That's you. I'm a blocking ass hoe. Block, delete.
Delete, delete, delete.
This one I have as girl code 860. Stop tagging along to your friends' events knowing you never, ever have intentions on helping out with that fucking bill. Ooh. Don't be that friend that want to bring a bunch of motherfuckers. No. If you know you never have intentions on, and Darling and I are some pulling out the cars as bitches. But if you know it's a big soiree and you just shots, but you're not even throwing down $2, nah, bruh. Nah, sis, that ain't it.
It's funny because this brings me to another story. We go out, and I'm not gonna lie, the people in this story listen to the pod. I hope y'all catch this episode. The reason I don't talk to y'all no more is right now. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, we go out for a walk, and while we're on our walk, everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna go get some food. Let's go grab some breakfast." These two people are now. You want some juice?
Yes.
These two people are now looking up places for us to go get some food.
They are
right?
hungry.
We stop at one spot that's along our walk. They look at the menu and say, "Nah, I'm not really interested in nothing like that." Okay, cool. So we're walking back to the car and they say, "We're going to go to Plaza Azteca." Cool.
That's our spot anyway.
We love Plaza Azteca. They get drinks. They get meals that are $18 and up.
Now, at this moment, though, Storm and I done been in this place for years. That's one of our favorite places.
Mm-hmm.
We've never ordered what they've ordered, which wasn't an issue. Mm-mm. We just was, looking, okay, I see you.
So they order drinks, alcoholic drinks. They order meals that are $18 and up, right? So the waiter comes over and she said, "Are you all ready for the check?"
Oh, wait. We got to pause. I ain't had no money.
Oh, true. So when I say y'all want to go get something to eat, and when they're looking for places to go get something to eat,
I make it clear.
CCM stops and says, "Hey, y'all, just so y'all know, I ain't got no money." I'm like, "All right, cool, no problem, dog. I got you."
make it clear, I'm broke.
I'm like, "Dog, I got you, no problem, right?" CCM's is the only one who said, "I ain't got no money." I said, "It's cool, dog. Don't worry about it. I'll pay for you. I got you." Cool. Now, everyone else proceeds to look for places to go. We're now here. We've ate our food. Waitress comes with the check, right? So the check sits on the table for about 15 minutes. So long that the waitress comes back over like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Yeah, everything's fine.
I'm looking at Storm.
I don't say nothing, right? So the first person picks up the check, opens it, looks at it, digs in her purse a little bit, closes the check, right? Another person picks up the check, digs in her purse a little bit. No cards were put down, y'all.
I'm just sitting here like.
No cards were put down.
I think I texted Darling like, should I say something? Because I'm ready to go straight to the top. Fuck all that. I'm ready to go straight to the top.
I'm like, no, let's just see how this plays out real quick. Waitress comes back over. One of them asks for a box. But still no money has been down, y'all. I'm confused as shit, right? So now
I'm embarrassed.
The waitress sends somebody else over. So I'm like, "Oh, this bitch think we trying to dine and dash." So I'm like, "Fuck it." I put my card down. Whatever. The bill was like $125, $130 or something like that.
We've never spent, her and I have never, and we go there.
We go there all the time. Our bill is never like more than $35 with drinks. And once again, it's not the dollar amount that's an issue. That's not the issue, right? So we get in the car.
I'm done.
The girl who asked for a box forgot her box. So now we drive back to get her food, right? On the way home, one of the other girls says, "Hey, can we stop at the store so I can get some
Get a lighter.
Get a lighter or something? Okay.
I'm ready to snap. Oh, you got money for a fucking lighter.
Don't say nothing, right?
Darlin's telling me not to say shit.
I'm like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. She gets back in the car after buying her lighter. I get some gas. We go home. I drop them off, and they act like they got an attitude.
I don't know what happened.
They got an attitude, y'all. They getting out slamming doors and shit. I said, okay. Now, what I want to say is, it's not about the money. It's not about me paying. If we're friends, I don't mind paying. I don't even mind that y'all didn't pay me back. My issue is, none of you funky dog-haired bitches said thank you.
And
that's why I don't fuck
Darlin
with
didn't
y'all.
even notice that. Once I got in the car, I said, bitch, did anybody say thank you?
I'm like, damn.
Said, no, they didn't.
No.
That's dead. I ain't never, and they my family.
Dog,
I ain't seen them ever again.
I will never have a problem paying for anybody I'm cool with. You tell me ahead of time, like, yo, dog, something fucked up with my card. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go. I just ain't got it. Whatever. I'm that person. I will pay for you. I'm her. But for you to have the fucking audacity not even to say thank you. And that's what the
that was a motherfucking audacity as well.
Yes,
it
Dan.
was. Yes,
for y'all to have the audacity to not say thank you, and then try to act like y'all got an attitude when you got out the car. Yeah, I can't fuck with y'all.
And one that pissed me off because one of them is very much
bougie,
upper echelon,
very upper echelon. But you know what? We felt like we should have figured out she wasn't really upper echelon a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just all that. Don't come the fuck outside unless you can come the fuck outside.
Or you can communicate.
That's
it.
But even if you even I'm a communicator, so I'll go out. But Darlin said, you want it? No, dog, I don't want that shit. I told you I ain't got no fucking
But
money.
my whole thing is when Courtney said, I ain't got no money, why y'all ain't say, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really got nothing either? Why y'all going out your way picking out places to eat when you ain't got no fucking money?
They were the ones that was hell bent on finding the food. Shit, just like a perfect example of where I got it from. This person even brought about 4 or 5 bitches out to the party the other day. He ain't had no money, and these bitches ain't had no money. And they weren't attractive.
They weren't attractive, y'all. I was so
and that's another thing. If you gonna come out with no money and you gonna bring motherfuckers with you, can they at least be fuckable?
Can they? Can I at least want to look at them in the morning?
Can I buy them drinks and know they gonna eat this dick afterwards?
Dog.
No.
Please. And I'm not gonna lie. Don't come out with me and you ain't got no money, but you got a Louis bag. Ooh, don't come out with me and you ain't got no money, but you got some fucking red bottoms on. You bitches grind me up. Y'all fucking make me sick. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
Take that dumbass belt off. Take them shoes off. Take that shirt off. No. Out here doing all this and you ain't got $1. Sit your goofy ass down.
This fucking stupid ass chain.
Bitch.
You look dumb.
Give me that chain.
Give me that chain. Come on, that's my grandmama chain.
I'm snatching chains. Stop fucking playing with me.
I'm snatching chains.
And those friends that realize, stop inviting that nigga out. Stop inviting that bitch out. Because every time you look up, you realize, wait a minute now, that motherfucker done had about 6 drinks. And skated off. Ain't paid for shit. No, fuck that. Motherfucker, I want this. All right, where your bread at?
Where your bread at? It's the equivalent of that nigga when we ordering fucking pizza. They like, yo, get wings too. And they ain't even put it on a motherfucking pizza. How you saying get wings too?
You paying for these wings, bitch?
It's always the nigga who didn't put in on the section, who taking all the pictures with the bottles in the section.
Everybody got their cups, but they ain't shipped in.
We hate you niggas.
Who raised you niggas?
Who raised you fucking niggas?
Who raised y'all? These bitches too.
All right. Did you say you had an edible for today?
Yes. So
hold on. Wait.
What? Oh yeah.
Thank you. We got music now, bitch. We got music now, bitch.
So, the edible was.
What's the edible?
Oh, shit. Edible portion of the show is when people write and they have questions, comments, something they want to talk about. And we just, dissect it. This one is pretty much just a conversation about it's easier for men to get sex on vacation than women. That was the first part of it. And then the man made an observation of a bitch with low standards. It's easier for her because people assume Storm and I fuck. We don't fuck on vacation. We've never even came close. Like we just two doofy ass bitches out here in the pool splashing with each other.
I'm trying to have fun. Y'all ain't trying to have fun. I want to get drunk. I want to get a tan. Like tan lines is my shit, y'all.
Listen,
like, fucking is the furthest thing on my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like fellas, it's so easy for y'all to just stumble into some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always a group of bitches. And it's always that one that's willing to take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
But attractive women, it's not.
I mean, if y'all feel like we missing something or you feel like we not telling the truth, please DM us. Or, you know, if you're on Patreon, hit us up on Patreon at Chocolate Chip and Sip, at Stormy P, CCMs.
It was funny, though, because the first thing a man said was, didn't y'all go to, like, Bike Week every year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No cheeks.
We was just out there swimming once again, getting banned from coming out the border because we ain't having appropriate suits.
We had on fucking G-strings and shit.
Didn't realize.
You know, I don't think we did G-strings since that year, did we? We always do thongs, but we never do G-strings.
Yeah, but that's because we realized
you can't do shit in a G-string.
You can't do. I feel like pussy was out. We can't do G-strings.
Yeah, the pussy lips are definitely.
My pussy is way too fat for that.
Yeah, but in order to wrap that segment up, I agree with you. I feel like one of the reasons why it's hard for attractive women to get cheeks while they're on vacation is because, I don't know, I feel like just because I'm on vacation doesn't mean, you know, my standards have lowered any, and doesn't mean, you know, my pussy is gaped open any. Like, I still have what I am and what I'm not going to do.
And 9 out of 10, attractive women are usually taking care of themselves. And you really are vacationing the vacation to breathe and relax.
Self-care.
Yeah, the last thing you're thinking about is cocking legs open and, you know, fucking a complete stranger.
Even though while we was in Jamaica, I did get horny a few times. Honestly, if we're going to be honest, we talked about we didn't get no cheeks in Jamaica. If we wanted to, we could have. 1,000%.
Don't misconstrue.
Yes.
Anywhere we go, we could.
1,000%.
We just make the conscious decision. We just don't.
Nah, this ain't it. Ain't no right here.
Not it.
Who the fuck y'all wanted me to do? Fat J Holiday?
Oh.
Okay, then.
That nigga said.
Oh, y'all wanted me to get with Randy. That's what y'all wanted.
My God.
Okay.
He said. Listen.
So pretty much that's about it. Before we start our wrap up, I do want to say, yesterday we had a pretty dope opportunity.
Yes.
We had the chance to sit down and be guest on the Advice from a Fuckboy podcast. It was really dope. Clint Cooley was in town because he has a show. If you're hearing this, it's probably Thursday already. And I think the Thursday show was sold out, but definitely go to his page and see if you guys can get some tickets for Thursday's show. It was a dope opportunity. Definitely check us out over there. CCMs, you want to start wrapping us up?
Yeah, guys. So remember, keep it tight. I did it with the strip and it was lovely. Shout out to her and congrats to her on her new transition in life.
If I had a dick,
My
this is where
girl.
I'd tell you to suck it.
What, Dan?
What?
Play that again.
If I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it.
What? Who was
Is that a man or a woman?
Is that Betty White?
Yes, it is Betty White.
Oh, fucking yes. Let's go.
Betty fucking White.
Let's fucking go, dog.
What else?
I got entirely too excited about knowing that was Betty White, but I really feel like I got 2 points. 2 points for me. I'm on a fucking scoreboard, bitches.
Okay, she's gonna get knocked back down next week, y'all. Okay, let her be happy about those 2 points.
Whatever, girl. Huggy bombs are fucking disgusting.
Not
They
it.
turn me into the chick from The Exorcist. What else?
Remember, what did I say? Being comfortable doesn't mean you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to step away and take a moment to yourself. Self-care is important.
I feel weird when I have to tip and my waiter gives me bad service because it makes me, self-conscious because I feel like they thought I was already not going to tip.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let people who take you out of your space and, threaten your peace have access to you. Delete them off the fucking timeline. Stop hanging around bitches and niggas who don't got no money to chip into the bill.
Leave them broke friends at home.
Boom.
Except for the ones that say broke like me.
Yeah, except for the ones that communicate.
Yeah, except for the ones that.
But if they asking for wings and fries and shit, let them know, whoa, bitch, you want a basic package.
Because I ain't gonna lie, when I'm broke, I ain't asking for shit. Darling, it's like, bitch, I'm getting it anyway. Okay, well, bitch, you got it. I'm gonna eat it. But I ain't saying I want nothing.
Yes. Happy St. Patty's
St.
Day. And guess what? Kev, I think he lied, but Kev said he made some cookies, y'all. And he got this fancy ass cookie jar. I don't even know how to open it, but
What's the button?
fuck it. I'll just do it when we get off the air. So I'm gonna let y'all know how these go next week. No pressure. Kev,
They're pretty good. I'm eating one right now.
It's good.
Mhm.
Are they really gluten free?
It tastes real light.
They
Something.
are.
Okay.
They really are gluten
Something is missing. The air.
Is it gluten?
I don't really know what gluten is, but they're like.
All right, y'all. Follow us on the gram at Stormy PEPEA
And CCM.
at Chocolate Chip and Sip. And we'll see you guys next week.
Keep it tight.